How's it going, everybody? I'm back. Show you what I got going on the grill here. Everything's looking just fine. Don't worry about the flare up there. That's just a little bit of mesquite I threw on. She's just burning off. That's gonna get all nice and smoky here soon. Got my lobby tails. They're looking pretty good. My shroomies are looking good. I'm looking like a can of smashed assholes. But what I'm going to do with these steaks is I'm going to give them about a minute. See how I have them that way right now? I'm going to turn them this way. Just kind of squish them down a little bit. Not squish them, but just press down on them. That puts some really nice grill marks on them. Leave those for about 2 minutes aside. Have a beer. Hi Joe, I'll be up soon after supper, don't worry. See if I can scrape us up into some dessert. Then you got the smoke just a rolling. It's a little heavy. These steaks are doing just fine here. Give them a little flip. Flip them around crosswise. Well, it depends how you like your steak. I like mine pretty rare. Mrs. Hudson, she likes it raw. The meat. You know, like I see how those lobster tails are starting to change color a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? I'd keep a picture of that in my wallet if I could. So it's been, I can't check my timer now, and it doesn't show me how long it's been. So anyways, I'll leave that for another minute. Somebody want to count to 60 for me and let me know. I try to time my steaks. There's lots of different ways you can do it. Again, class. What do I always tell you? If you're not sure, use a meat thermometer, right? I never use one for my steak. I know how Mrs. Hudson likes hers. I know how Mr. Hudson likes his, and Dallas just pretty much eats whatever the hell you put in front of him. So yeah, just leave these for a few more minutes. These lobster tails shouldn't take too long. I've actually never done the lobster tails like this before. You know, it's only boil them or steam them or whatever for 5-10 minutes. So I figure 5-10 minutes on the grill should suffice. These wood chips are getting away on me a little bit here. Perhaps I shouldn't have done that. Never had them flare up like this before. But it's all good. Just going to move these steaks off to the side and give these lobster tails a little bit of love here. No, yeah, that's going to be supper tonight. Nice cheap meal that looks like something you paid $50 a plate for. Even drinking a steam whistle now. I'm on to the steam whistle. I got one more of these left, and then gonna walk on up the road. See my good buddy Mr. Joe Branton. Have a couple beers at Joe's garage. It's a cool place to hang out. Most of the cool kids hang out there. As long as me and Joe are there, then the cool kids are there. It's pretty much we are the coolest, so that's how that works. This is going to be just tasty. I'm loving the way this is working out. I told Mrs. Hudson to get her ass home. She's out wandering around with her wingman there, Steph, and you know, it's just so hard to cook a nice meal and have her home. I mean, she keeps me waiting all the time. Wah. She never takes me out anymore. I never get to go out. It'd be so nice if she would just take me out sometime. Alright, well I think these steaks are done, so I'm going to take them off. Very important. I know it's been about 4 minutes since I put them on, so I trust myself when it comes to steak anyway. Around a good old piece of lobster tail, I cannot say much, so brings out the devil in me. So I'm just going to chit chat with you here until I finish up. You gotta let your meat rest. Always let your meat rest before you cut it. That's one thing I do know. I don't know much, but I know that. As to who, where, and when you let it rest, that's up to you. Use your best discretion, your best judgment, and make sure it's alright with the person you want to rest it with. I don't know. Yeah. But always let your meat rest before you cut it up. You'll still keep cooking a little bit, so you can even like shave a little bit of time off your cooking time for it to rest. Because meat likes to rest. It lets all the juices just kind of find their place, get all nice and comfy. Think, hey, you know what? I think I like this part of the steak. I'm just going to stay here. You let that happen, and beautiful things will happen. When you go to cut that son-bitch open, it is just going to, the juices, it's just going to be a plethora of juices. Just like in the Three Amigos, a plethora. What is a plethora? So I got them beauty steaks just sitting there. Got my shroomies are almost done. See how them lobster tails are starting to... Look at that. See, it looks just like you boiled them. Oh, that's it too. I forgot to tell you, when I did my shroomies there, that was herb and garlic cream cheese I used. I forgot to specify that. Most of the time when I do these, I use the herb and garlic cream cheese. I usually put garlic in them too, but I didn't this time. Mostly because I forgot. I got carried away talking to you guys. Because I love you so much and I know you love me. And that's, yeah. The lobster tails, obviously I opted to put them on the barbecue. But what I did do with those was I kind of brined them. I don't really know if you can brine lobster tail. If you couldn't before, I just invented it. So I'm going to put a patent on that. But yeah, I just had them sitting in some nice coarse sea salt and some water, cold water for a little bit. It's got to be cold. Checking to see if Mrs. Hudson's home yet. And yeah, and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. That's like hillbilly allspice. They use that shit on everything. I try to use it. It's got a very distinct taste. It's kind of like a vegetable almost taste to it. It's good. Oh boy, this is going to be good. This might put some more tail on the menu if you know what I'm talking about. That wink is terrible. I got to work on my winking. Cody, that's almost as bad as your wink. Alright, well I'm going to take these shroomies off here because they're pretty much done. I'm probably going to run them inside. Just give these lobster tails a few more minutes. And that's how you do that. That's a little typical Friday night at the Hudson house here. We got steak, we got lobster. And this is why everybody hates me and wants to come over for dinner all the time. See if I can make it upstairs without tripping here. Oh, I made it. Still got Stevie kicking. Ooh, I'm sweating a little. I'm glistening. Looks like I'm like a piece of meat on the barbecue. We gotta get these shroomies off here. Don't mind the noise. Reconnected, we're good. The plate's sitting a little cockeyed and I'm losing all my cheese and good stuff here. There we go. Alright. We are good. Nice to see everybody out there. Sarah, how are you and Jamie doing? Little Mr. Caleb there. God damn, that tasted some bitch. Don't mind me getting all ignorant with my fingers here. Scotty Dude, #1 fan. Jen, how you doing? Haven't seen you in forever. I like this better on YouTube because I can see like who's watching and shit. Talk to people. It's kind of nice. Everybody knows me. I'm a friendly guy. I make friends in line at the grocery store before I leave. Oh, it's so good. Okay. I think that's about it for this broadcast here. That's how you cook a steak the right way. Well, my way anyway. So, in Hudsonia, Hudson One's way is the best way. like 2-3 minutes aside at about 450. You gotta really watch it. There's a way you can like use your hand to touch. I'll show you this. Not like myself. I'm gonna I believe like that is like rare, and then you kind of make like a half-fast fist, and it should feel like that. That's like medium rare. And if you make like a tight fist, that's like boot leather. That's when you need to ask people to go eat some veggies or something. My father-in-law loves the steaks like that. It is so hard. I could cook a perfect steak, like rare, medium rare, all day long. You think I could cook one for him, like well done, like beyond well done? It's more like done. It's like so hard, you have no idea. I fuck it up every time. But the man still loves me and I love him. My other papa. Pepper. But anyways, I'm done here for the day. Show you, I got a little bit of cheese. I know it's making you dizzy. It's like we're dancing. So yeah, I got a little bit of the cheese on there when I was taking the mushrooms off, but that's, I know what's going on in there. I know. There's a little red party going on. It's going to be just awesome. I'll put a picture up or something after, if you guys want to see that. But anyway, I think I hear Mrs. Hudson. And that means it's time for me to get my game face on. You guys have yourself a splendid weekend. That might be all you see of me.